he's not a big spender, I should say. He doesn't spend or cash in a lot of his match points, but he plays some incredible table tennis and did that in the last round as well. So Lin Gaoyuan in the first round of the main draw beat Iran's Noshad Alamian, one of the two Alamian brothers who's been the slightly stronger of the two in recent years, but they're quite close and great to watch. 4-0, Lin Gaoyuan wins that. And then there was a walkover. Fang Bo, I forgot exactly. Oh, he had an ulcer. Fang Bo discovered he had an ulcer here and had to go home. So, Rafik Taha from Egypt, our umpire, we're wishing Fang Bo well. I know many fans in China and all around the world as well. Emilia Polina from Italy, our assistant umpire. See her around the world. Lin Gaoyuan had the walkover over Fang Bo. Then after that, beat Wang Chunting earlier today and looked as strong as could be. It was quite an impressive performance. Lin Gaoyuan winning that one 4-0, 7-4, 7-7. What is it with Hugo Calderano? Well, I feel like he's working really hard to get as aggressive as he possibly can on the receive against Harimoto. That was quite clear. We'll see, not many players received with the power that Hugo Calderano was in the last match. It's a new test. It's a type of test you have to study hard for and come in quite well prepared. We'll see Hugo Calderano to start off this best of 7 men's singles semifinal.
One love.
Heavy underspin, deceptive high toss serve to get the first point. The Thrill from Brazil takes the first.
Love 2.
Well placed again. Lin Gaoyuan trying a little bit of side spin swiping action there. Racket head up on the receive. Oh, right into the body. Backhands all over. The physical fitness to get in for the forehand side of the table with the backhand and then do the same down the line from the backhand corner. Serious power. I said this once and I'll say it again. Against the best players in the world, the Chinese national team's top players, a big lead is never safe. Encouraging, yes. Still not a point dropped yet for Calderano. The brush continues to burn in this fire that is Hugo Calderano. Oh, break off the top of the net. Welcome to the match. Lin Gaoyuan with his first point. A little bit of fortune over time. This should even out. Good soft touch, though. Clever idea. A lot of side spin on that serve, though. Don't you worry about that cough. Hugo had it for his 4-0 victory over Tomokazu Harimoto as well.
Lit 2-5.
Surprise placement down the line with the backhand. Chule. A variation of the Malong Chule. Wow. We just don't see this sort of unpredictability from a backhand over the table with the shake hands grip. Not so often. Oh, down the line. Seriously, though. I mean, wildfire. It's just spreading. Wow. That is a thing of beauty. Forehand flip does not come down. Human moment. Not an easy shot. Good touch there by Lin Gaoyuan to keep it low, middle of the table. Softer and spinnier. The variation. I mean, really, what patterns has Hugo Calderano set right now for Lin Gaoyuan? Nice side swiping receive there. Fools Calderano a little bit. He has to come back and try and play it from under the table. Center of the net. Not quite getting the lift he was hoping for. Continuing in his way. Thinking about the last name Calderano, what it means, and thinking of a cauldron and how hot a cauldron gets, like a fire. I don't think that's probably what it means. Well played, the angle in near the table. This is one way for Lin Gaoyuan to get some points. Not a lot of balls are going to be so available for him. Good assertive play there.
Lit. 5 now.
The forehand to finish. 5 game points for Hugo Calderano. Soft spinny one first. Lin Gaoyuan adjusts, calibrates, and keeps it in play. Hugo, who has a little bit of trouble, not happy with that. Understandable. 4 game points left, and the serves on his side. They've been effective so far.
10-7.
Just missing the table long. I'm curious. This match could be a long one. We don't see timeouts in the first game too often. Solid flip with that forehand.
10.
An invitation from Lin Gaoyuan to play the short game. Hugo Calderano couldn't find other plans. Could hear a little conversation there, some words from Coach Mounier in the corner. Wrong side of the table, it comes down. Calderano tried hard to keep that in play with the lob. 10-5. 4 points in a row for Lin Gaoyuan. He's been on the other side of this coin before.
Lit.
I was quite surprised. I was like, oh, he plays a soft shot here. He's been so aggressive in the receive, and it's been quite effective. Just got to have good placement here. Oh, and he gets away with it. 11-9, a strong start, just barely by the skin of his teeth. Hugo Calderano, 11-9 over the Dark Knight. And game number 2 in this best of 7 should be a thriller. They're tight so far. Stay right here to see what happens. Now, Lin Gaoyuan, this win would be expected for him. For Calderano, this would just add to how incredible this tournament has been so far. From under the table, Shushin would have snaked that up. A little bit of side spin on it from Calderano. Nice use of side spin on the push. Again, any variation to spin, anything to make it less comfortable. It forces Lin Gaoyuan to be a little bit more agile and adjusting, break his rhythm. Oh, a little bit off the top of the net from Lin Gaoyuan. Just an incredible point, though. Calderano showing the footwork there, keeping it in play. And the bite off the net slowed it down just too much for it to be a comfortable shot for Calderano.
3-1.
Not a bad setup. He fooled Lin Gaoyuan on the receive. Lin Gaoyuan with good placement, though, despite being caught out of position a little bit there.
Not
quite the same start for Calderano, pretty much reversed here. Although at this point, Calderano hadn't dropped a point yet. Oh, soft with some side spin left on it. can see that bounce jumping into the elbow of Lin Gaoyuan. Just trying to listen to what Meunier was saying. Coach Meunier again works with the two Corneo players, Hugo Calderano, Simon Gauzy.
2-5.
Counter does not come down. It's interesting, if you're a table tennis fan like I am, you've been watching Hugo Calderano for the last handful of years on the World Tour, developing, getting stronger, faster, more consistent, smarter, mentally tougher. Does not come down. Beautiful points.
5-3.
Just thinking about the caliber of play. You hit one big one, comes back fast, and Calderano, not phased, stays on the attack. You have to imagine it's not easy to find practice partners for shots like this. Where do you find other Lin Gaoyuans in the world to hit shots at you so fast?
5-4.
Now a 1-point game. If I remember correctly, Hugo's at Ochsenhausen in Germany. Many players find a place in the world. They're the top player in their country. They need to find others to practice with. Not a bad opportunity there. Not exactly a sweet spot, but Calderano's shown that his backhand can be very threatening. Little rotation there. Even with that shot so far out in front, Calderano still keeps the wrist on it. It's a must for all that speed. Well-placed serve. A little bit shallow on the table, a little bit of backspin to help it bite and stay close to the net. Watch one more time. Very little spin. By the second bounce, it was almost topspin. It's an empty serve. Just a little bit of backspin at the point of contact, first bounce. Ball broken. You agree? Yep. Let's go talk to the guys about it. Now over to her, the assistant umpire. Emilia from Italy. Long look there from Lin Gaoyuan. You don't want to start playing with a new cracked one.
5-6.
Both players checking it carefully. Again, a crack in the ball does change the way it travels through the air, the sound it makes, and everything else. More importantly, the way it moves. Mistimes the backhand. Little apology there from Lin Gaoyuan. Not sure what it was. Second towel break of the game. It's interesting. These two have never played before on the World Tour. Despite being on opposite ends of the world, I think they will be facing each other a lot more on the World Tour late in the tournaments, especially if Hugo Calderano keeps up his play like this.
7-6.
One of the greatest honors you can get in table tennis is have the Chinese national team studying you. Yu Hirano has had that honor. Waldner, of course, all the way to a stamp.
7-all.
Just to elaborate on that, Jan-Ove Waldner, arguably the greatest player of all time by many fans, had his face on a stamp in China. Quite an honor. Timo Boll, studied by the Chinese well. Calderano might be on that list.
Seven, 8.
2 points in a row out of the towel break for Calderano. Lin Gaoyuan gets one of his own here. Soft touch, not easy to get that stroke over the table. Nice surprise here, the parallel shot. We know Calderano has the power on both sides, but he changes up the placement, goes for the parallel. Look at this. Making mom and dad proud. I don't know why mom and dad, everybody, mom and dad included. Just thinking they're probably watching this right now. Counter with the forehand, quick. To say that there is a Brazilian right now who's playing at the Chinese pace is quite a statement. No questions. Hugo Calderano was a hero in Brazil, almost giving a very close match to Jun Mizutani, the bronze medalist. Ooh, and gets away with this one too. Leaves it up a little bit high, and the forehand flip does not come down. 2 game points for a 2-0 lead for the Thrill from Brazil. Third towel break of the game. Now, Hugo Calderano's not thinking about this right now, but we, as people who are not on the table, have the privilege of being able to think, what if Hugo Calderano played the final against Fan Zhendong tomorrow? Beautiful counter, and he's one step closer to there. Still a long way to go, but what a performance so far. Calderano, the ashes are coming down, but the fire is not slowing down at all. There is no sign of safety.
The third game.
Lin Gaoyuan is very strong. Again, the Marvelous 12 was able to beat just about everybody he played. But there have been just a handful of foreigners, even less, that he has had trouble with recently. Nice placement. Lin Gaoyuan started to move in for the backhand over the forehand side of the table, but Calderano played it to the shorter side on the backhand side of the table.
Love 2.
Again, just shaking my head with disbelief right now. Heavy backspin there. Keeps the ball short.
1-2.
The service point of his own. Lin Gaoyuan. That backhand, 3 in a row. Plays the forehand down the line and then backhand to backhand. Not afraid to pick that fight, not at all. Look at the difference in the trajectory. The first one is arcing and the second one is like he's right at the table. But he's down below the table with his backhand from a good 10 feet back.
3-2.
Understand the frustration there. It's a solid flip, though, from Lin Gaoyuan. Have to hand it to the guy. Not an easy ball to play. Oh, the rip, the forehand. He sees he's got clearance, and he just brings the racket back for this full stroke. Watch this. Turns, gone. Just a little reminder in terms of pressure. There aren't many greater offenses when you're playing for the Chinese national team than losing to a foreigner, a Waiguoran, an outsider.
2-5.
Big point to break into a 3-point lead. Tough if you're the coach for Lin Gaoyuan. It doesn't feel like a good time for a timeout, but if Calderano goes up 3-0, let's see. I think there will be a timeout before then.
6-2.
Something like now, but it's just not a positive timeout. If you're Lin Gaoyuan's coach, you definitely want him stopping this. Can't afford to be down 0-3. I mean, after that, Hugo Calderano, it only takes one. He has 4 chances if he wins this game. Only has to be 1 for 4 after this. Oh, slows it down on the third ball. The after motion on the serve. I'd love to see that again. This is like Ma Lin style serve. To get that receive out of Lin Gaoyuan. How low the ball stays off the bounce. He saw Lin Gaoyuan backing up.
2-8.
Well now, 2-8. The timeout is long gone. Game 3 is a ship underwater. the backhand from off the table. I don't know if I'm the only one with my hand on the side of my face right now, but this is just unbelievable. Watching this just gives you so much hope.
Let 2-9.
Makes you think that maybe somewhere outside of China,
9-3.
there are players that can compete at the same level, that have the potential. Second towel break. I mean, we could name there just a handful of players right now around the world that seem like serious threats to the Chinese national team in the future. Hugo Calderano auditioning definitely. Might be on that short list. Right now it looks like he is. And even when he pulls back, he realizes, changes his mind, and recognizes late that he can take advantage and get the opening attack. Still has enough power to take the points. 7 game points for a 3-0 lead. Break glass in case of fire. Right now, Lin Gaoyuan needs to break some glass because Hugo Calderano is taking down everything around him. 3-0 lead for the Thrill from Brazil in game number 4 coming up right after this. Oh, finally a shot he misses. Lin Gaoyuan plays it well. Calderano solid in this point. From below the table, a side topspin. It looks a little bit tentative. Tries to slow it down maybe. Softer shot. Calderano is so quick to get to that corner. Watch this, watch him cover. He's middle of the table. He's not moving too early, but he's got some wingspan. Calderano probably a good 183, 184, maybe even 185 centimeters.
1-3.
Timeout anytime soon? If not now, then when? I guess 4-1 would be a more conventional timeout. Right back in. Timeout here must be, and it is. There'll be a towel break 1 point later. So yeah, internet believes that Hugo Calderano is 183 centimeters tall. To add to the wingspan, Lin Gaoyuan a bit taller than average for the Chinese national team as well. But he is a relatively small guy, light bones. Look that up for you in a moment. So the conversation for Lin Gaoyuan, he's had trouble in the receive game. Hugo Calderano serves have been effective. In the serve game, he hasn't been able to shut down Hugo Calderano. Calderano in the soft game, the touch, and his aggressive receives. I mean, really, in building a complete game, Ma Long right now is still the most complete player on the planet. But I just feel like Calderano is building something that is so solid.
1-4.
He's been building it for a long time with Coach Meunier.
4-2.
Well, out of the timeout, the backhand goes long. Still a very solid foundation. And still a 2-point lead at the first towel break. Wow.
5-2.
Come on, Ale, vamos, Ale, says Meunier in the corner.
Three-5.
Well placed. We've seen that shot come out from time to time. Lin Gaoyuan flip here. Calderano having to do that lift. Quick reaction.
Four, five.
Tight serve, Calderano trying to keep cool. Again, he's had the cough this whole match, and even earlier today against Harimoto, it did not stop him. Oh, burn! Once again. I just can't believe it. Backhand right down the line. Lin Gaoyuan thought he knew what he had coming. Guess again. I can just imagine coaches telling their players to get sick and cough a lot during matches. After watching this, of course, that won't happen. Sets up the third ball. The serve is trouble. This is where you would want to have a timeout on your side. Lin Gaoyuan has just cashed it in. Calderano so confident over the table right now. I mean, everywhere. Anywhere there's a ball, he is confident. Once again, serve looked empty from here. Light rotation, high toss. That is not easy to do. It takes so much practice to control a ball coming down with so much velocity, like a high toss serve, for example. But he's earning these third balls with placement, precision, inside-out spin, power.
Five.
Best forehand flip I've seen in some time from Lin Gaoyuan. Still a ways to go, 3 points between them, but 3 points can come and go quite quickly. This one gets away from Calderano. He plays that down the line. I mean, he's been deadly with that backhand in a very similar scenario before. In terms of head down and working, professional athletes know this drill well. Again, fans in the crowd already thinking about what if Calderano wins. Hugo Calderano playing every point. That's a huge point. The difference between 8-7 and 9-6 at this point. The pressure Lin Gaoyuan has on him. Just as easily as Calderano can be thinking, what if I win this match? Lin Gaoyuan could be thinking, what if I lose this match? The punishment. Soft touch, the side spin. It is 4 match points for Hugo Calderano to have a 4-0 sweep, not only over Tomokazu Harimoto, but over one of the top Chinese players, world ranked number 4, Lin Gaoyuan. Jayo, Jayo, the fans showing up for Lin Gaoyuan. Is it too little? Is it too late? Yes, it is! Oh, the edge of the table. Calderano, with a blast of a backhand, apologizes, but cannot hide the smile of satisfaction for continuing an unbelievable performance. Is this a dream? Is this real? Look at this. Classy as ever. The coughs take a break for a minute. Handshakes, smiles, and he starts to skip with delight. Hugs in the dark. What better way to celebrate such a victory than hugs in the dark? Sounds bromantic? It is. Hugo Calderano deserves it. What a way to finish the day. We thought the thriller would be Harimoto versus Hugo Calderano, and he continues to steamroll through everybody who steps up to the table. There's only one player left, and it's Fan Zhendong, Xiaopeng. Can Hugo Calderano be stopped? I don't know. I don't know, but if anybody can do it, Fan Zhendong is the most respected and the most predicted player to win this tournament. We will see. We've got an on-court interview right now in English.